they're 180 degrees opposite whenever interpreting things. You were saying earlier, astronomy and astrology. Astrology is 180 degrees out of sync with the Mesorah. They use the daytime skies. The biblical and the Mesorah use the nighttime sky, where anybody can see it. The zodiac only uses charts, and that's their code. So the 12 stars that they talk, the word star in Hebrew can mean a constellation, not necessarily just one. Okay? There's 12 zodiacs, 12 constellations that make up the Mesorah. That's the crown. Within the crown is the woman, which is Virgo. Okay? And being pregnant, all right, Jupiter, the king planet, is in her belly. She cries out in a labor and in pain to give birth. And another sign was seen in the heavens, and a great fiery red dragon having 7 heads and 10 horns and 7 crowns on the head. When this thing comes, remember it says Virgo is illuminated. It doesn't say all the constellation. The sun illuminates all. The tail of this comet only illuminates Virgo. This will have like a starburst, which you could count it as heads or points or whatever you want to call it. But only until after a 12-hour delay in Earth's rotation. This is the viewpoint from Jerusalem, mid of night, with the moon slowing down by 12 hours, like Joseph said in his long day, the sun and moon had stood still. A 12-hour delay moves the moon at her feet. A constellation moves over every 2,100 years. Passover 2,000 years ago when Yeshua was Libra, the scales of judgment or paying a debt, that's what they saw in Passover. Today, 2,000 years later, it's Virgo. He's given us a date. We have to pay attention to see if this actually, but remember, this is the day of the crossing. For us to know if this date is correct, we need to see it in December. Shortly after that, or between that last week, if we see a peace agreement, we need to make it to Jerusalem and prepare. You prepare food to get you from there to March. You get everything, you buy whatever lambs you need to do the whole Passover thing. Get the oil, because they're going to turn off the generators. We're going to have an old-fashioned Passover with oil lamps, literally. There's a spiritual side to that, and there's a physical side. But there's not enough batteries in the world. If you've ever been in just a hurricane, they have to bring batteries from the neighboring states to satisfy the needs of just one. When everybody is in that same need, they don't have enough batteries and candles. So we're going back to burning oil lamps. In Israel, it'll be the oil that would not be petroleum; it'd be olive oil. Just like in the menorah, it's olive oil. This is the sign we're talking about. There's no way that they could predict it. Remember, to predict Jupiter would be in her belly, you needed at least 4 digits of accuracy to make a calculation this accurate. You need to know the moon's orbital speed up to 4 digits behind the 0, decimal places. You also have to know that the constellation, which revolves around every 26,000 years, for this to switch over 1 month, that the constellations will move over to where it is now. Do you know the odds of this? And then predict something that no man knows right now is the arrival of this on the exact night after a 12-hour delay? That's impossible for a man to do this. Yes, exactly. That is exactly correct. This is planned to the 4th decimal place in 4 different areas on an object we have yet to see.
You've got a date up to, what does that mean, 15, 16, 2017?
Yeah, because the software tells me that this lineup, when I do the